Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. I think I briefly mentioned this idea, yesterday. But we're going to be doing a Wingbeat run. Haven't really gotten too much use out of Wingbeat, but it could be really funny, 7 going ego theoretically. So I've got a team that can, potentially maximize, the efficiency of it. And I say question mark because, it's a little bit janky what I'm doing here. What do we take here? We want bleed and we want sinking. None of these are really good enough to really warrant going for too much. We can't get the fusion gift, so we don't really need rusted muzzle. Could just grab Carmilla. I might just do that. Yeah, sure, why not? First floor calendar. That's fine. But yeah, so this team looks very random. There's a couple of crucial parts to it. Obviously, your support passive, get a bunch of SP healing for hitting, with a little bit of bleed stuff going on. And your support passive, getting a bunch of SP for hitting enemies with sinking. So we're trying to stack a bunch of bleed, stack a bunch of sinking, and then just Wingbeat. Otherwise, we've got people that can help with sinking a little bit, help with bleed a little bit, and mainly just make sure you can fuel Wingbeat decently. Wingbeat is, I believe, 3 Gluttony, 2 Pride, 1 Lust, something like that. Yeah. So we should be set on the resources for it. As per usual, normal fights, we're going to try and set up as much as we can, and then potentially get some funnies off. Yeah, so we want the Gluttonies, we want the Prides, and that's our priorities. Yeah. Hopefully it works well enough. We chose bleed starting ego gifts because then we can grab wound declared ++ and basically be set on bleed. These two are here for bleed and they've got decent enough sin affinities for the sake of the bit. You're not as much, but you've got, Gluttony, Pride, and Lust, which are the 3 sin affinities we need, so you're just really nice for us. Got some people for sinking, most notably we also do have Rhyme Shank though, so that can deal with it if need be. And we also have T-Dawn just because she's got more Gluttony and Pride. Not really any reason beyond that. She's just here too. But yeah. We see how this goes. God. Looked weird for a second while Gregor was clashing because he was like perfectly positioned in front of Ishmael, so it looked like Gregor had Ishmael's like large ponytail. And actually seemed to fit color-wise vaguely because Ishmael had been faded out at the time due to being in the background. But yeah, we need more Gluttony than Pride, so that's always going to be the priority. Don't know how much we're going to focus on just building up resources during normal fights, but I mean, might as well, right? It works. And we should be set. We might try some funny... Doomsday Calendar, not really a good enemy to try funny stuff against, simply because, well... that's how Doomsday Calendar is, right? So many phases... can't really get super set-up-y things off. We'll try getting, like, a Wingbeat off for the final phase, though, because that sounds like a good idea. Because then we can actually get some decent damage going against Calendar. We've got a couple fights before we get to that point, so no rush. None at all. Get some more events. This is cool. We'd like ego gifts that can give us more resources, so having more options for ego gifts should help on that front. If we can get, like, Grand Welcome, we're set on Pride for the rest of the time. Healing, I mean, healing's nice, too. Don't get me wrong, we've got a fair bit of Gluttony, too, so we get some good benefits from this. You need 2 out of 3, this should work. Cool. Lose some SP, but not very much. Okay, some nice ego gifts, but not really stuff that particularly benefits us. But that's fine. We'll get what we want in time. There's not very many other bleed and sinking stuff. I'd like... I guess Midwinter Nightmare would be nice for more sinking. Compass could be nice to set up sinking. I don't know. Moon Claret alone should be pretty good for bleed. I'd like maybe Red Gossip or something, greedy as that might be, just to make it easier to set up, potentially. And there's a lot of ways we could go about doing this. And we don't need like an insane amount of bleed and sinking, right? We just need you need 5 sinking for this to do anything, but it can help out a decent bit. And you don't need bleed, but they're just if they have any bleed at all, that makes you get a bunch more SP. And if we get a bunch of random negative status effects, we also get even more SP, so the idea is sinking bleed and then something else random. We'll see. Maybe we'll get like something for Tremor or something. Tremor or Burns, probably the same thing. We do have Dawn, who is providing a little bit of Tremor for us, so that's actually helping out a fair bit. So yeah, maybe those are the 3 status effects we've got going on. Also, LCCB Ryoshoot, or no, Rodion is just here just for Sin Affinities, I think. She's got a Gluttony skill 1 and a Pride skill 2, so she's pretty nice to have, or vice versa, Pride skill 1 and Gluttony skill 2. She's mainly here for Rhyme Shank. That's going to be her important purpose, so that we can make sure that sinking is going to be perfectly fine if we are worried about sinking. Because 5 sinking potency isn't the easiest thing to maintain, right? We're definitely going to need a little bit of count, especially if we're trying to bank off of a 7-coin ego. But the main hope for this run is I really want to see if I can get a 7-coin wing beat. Don't think I've ever gotten more than 4 coins on wing beat, but I've also not really tried super hard in the past for it. I don't think. So that's what we're going to do here. We can get Wind Claret ++ to make sure Bleed's going to be in a decent spot. Nice. We press on. Save the rest of our costs for next floor, of course. But yeah, here we are going to phase 3 pop a wing beat and see how that goes, probably. A little bit of a test run, you could say. Sure, pop all this random stuff. Seems good. We might kill them all, might not. Didn't really think it through super hard this turn, because there's a decent chance this takes 2 turns, so I've just kind of accepted that. I guess Molar Ishmael I just chose because, you know, might as well, right? Her skill 3 could be nice. She might get multiple skill slots in certain situations. Maybe we'll like bench someone so she can get multiple skill slots so that she can help with sinking if need be, right? Could bench Rodion, something for it. If that's deemed to be a good move, which it might be. Cool. These 2 should both die here, yeah. Saber Slash finishes the job. Okay, phase 2. Also, I mean, let's just pop a random... No, I want to make sure SP is good next turn. Yeah. Don't really want to pop an early one. Would be... not the best play, necessarily. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine, but... there's funnier out there. We just wait for next turn. Since everyone's at max SP... everyone is at max SP, right? Assumably, hopefully. But either way, since everyone's at max SP, everything that targets lowest SP person is going to go for Ishmael, basically guaranteed, especially when she loses the SP for using the ego, right? So that should work. Kill that guy, nice. These guys are being shredded. Okay, and immediately this phase, cool. Is Ishmael early? Yeah, fairly early. That's unfortunate, we can't really get too much going on here. We'll wing beat though, see if we can get lucky. We can't really get too much benefit from either passives here though, since you can't really stack sinking or bleed. Yeah, that's fine. We see how it goes. We're just gonna go full on you, because why not? See how lucky we get with wing beat. 3 coins, yeah, not a lot. But that was without any... we got, what, a little bit of SP healing with Yi-Song, I think, but not a lot, because it wasn't too many debuffs. We didn't even get the Faust benefit. I guess if we wanted to optimize even further, we should have Honglu on the team himself, so that he can land Evolution the turn before we do it, so that it costs 2 less SP to use Wing Beat, since that's how land Evolution works. for some reason. Threat's been 4. Sense of Dangerous Glow, yeah. We would. Sense of Dangerous Glow. Very in character. Base Honglu's a little bit of SP healing for Ishmael as well, so that's nice. Yeah, might get Base Honglu in here for the Land of Illusion idea. It's an interesting one. SP loss efficiency down isn't really an effect that you ever super benefit from, but we could try. Carmilla, take it. Gamble for your Bleed Ego gifts. You got nothing. Well, that's fine. What do we want here? That can be nice for some sinking, I guess. Maybe we go for a Thorny Path. Not the worst idea. Double bleed infliction doesn't matter. We don't care about bleed potency, we really just care about bleed count. Lake Ossipium is more debuffs, though. We go Faith and Erosion, I think, and just choose between Lake Ossipium or Thorny Path, depending on what we think will be better in the moment. See what we get in the shop and stuff, right? And make an educated decision from there. Yeah. Sable Light is good, of course. Otis skill change is nice. Not the biggest deal. Respite. And no. Headless Portrait. A little bit of sinking. Not a lot. Not really that great. But it's something. Oracle? No, we kind of want our most owned resources more than we want our least owned resources when we're so hyper-focusing on a team like this. Rusted Muzzle, we'll take it. A little bit of bleed, I guess. Rusted Cutting Knife. More bleed count. And then I kind of want Shovel and then Flask, so we will sell Voodoo Doll, because no one cares about it. Okay, so we've leaned super heavily into bleed stuff, so we probably want to take Thorny Path at the end of this floor. Since we kind of... Sinking matters a lot more than bleed anyways, because sinking we actually need 5 potency, while bleed we just need any amount. I forgot about the fact that I also want a variety of status effects going on. Maybe there would have been a new gift I should have taken, but didn't. Well, too late anyways. Command the Halt. Epic Murder. Blunt damage. Very nice here for these guys. And they're neutral to Pierce, so our Pierce attacks are also doing fine. And it should be easy enough to just kill you. So that's good. We're still doing... We've only used Wing Beat once, right? We really only need to use it on bosses. What boss is on this floor? If it's... Because there's definitely... If it's like Snake Inquisitors, it's probably not great because they're super frail. But the other two could definitely be pretty funny for Wing Beat stuff. Dogs are weak to Slash, and everything there of Inquisitors are super tanky first turn, so we can do a lot of setup-y things first turn. That is Snake Inquisitors, though, yeah. Not great. Once again, anything that has, like, a second phase where they just lose all status effects, it just kind of ruins the fun of anything super setup-y. We'll still try a Wing Beat, probably. It just might not go super well. Which is fine, I've accepted that. We'll still try our best. See how, you know, our best does. Okay, cool stuff going on here. We're killing these guys pretty well. Good job, team. Only one of them's not staggered, and I think that one is... Yep, that one just got staggered. That's pretty cool. Risky Judgment, Sinking Gaming. I do think the funniest ID to pair with Wingbeat, without a doubt, is Liu Ishmael. So I was considering it, but it's a very small use case in the fact that Liu Ishmael, if she kills with the final corner of her skill 3, she gains coin power next turn. Which, as you can imagine, even 1 coin power can be really funny for Wingbeat, because, you know, that can effectively be 7 power with best luck. So, Definitely an idea. But it's just kind of super conditional and not the easiest thing to use. I guess, like, Butler Ishmael has slash Vigilio Onyxia versions really good for us. There's our debuffs we were looking for. This really doesn't do much for us, but we'll take it so it's out of the pool. Maybe we can get, like, dust to dust. Would work. Pierce you gift, like half our team is super pierce heavy, so that works. And Snake Inquisitor time. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We can just, like, blind obsession them or something to try and make this first part go pretty quickly. We'll get some SP healing, yeah. We just do that, and then we also, we don't have anything else for SP healing. Alright, we're not gonna bother then. After, you know, a little bit of thinking. We're just gonna go all in on Arm Man this turn. Like that. See how this goes. We've got a lot of Pierce, so we'll be able to make use of that weakness pretty well. The other guy we're gonna ignore until he actually uses skills, since there's not really reason to hit him when he's defending. The single snaked man is a lot frailer than the double snaked man, after all. That's like a Chinese proverb, maybe. I don't know a lot about Chinese proverbs, but you know, the single snake man is less threatening than the double snaked man. Sounds like the kind of thing that it fits, you know? Like, there's probably some wisdom in there, but it's been, like, horribly translated to the degree where, like, all wisdom is lost since it's, like, based on the nuances with the language. Yeah, I think that's fitting. Okay, Nightmare Hunt, Clash win that for funsies. We love hunting nightmares. We are the nightmares, after all. True nightmares were the friends made along the way. Okay, a little bit of bleed, so that's cool. This arm should go down soon. It's being attacked again, I think. Which is it? I don't remember which arm is being attacked 3 times and which one is attacking twice. Either way, okay, yeah, cool. Dawn breaks that arm. So that's nice. So we just gotta take down the left arm, which we can do pretty easily next turn. I've also hit you a little bit here for fun, since we can right now. You do a little bit of that. Should work. Bottom guy is not super tanky. We didn't hit him with, like, we just hit him with skill 1s, I think, so he's probably not, like, dead. I guess cleanup might do the job, but either way. Yeah, 18 damage. That guy's not quite done for. So we can just focus top guy next turn. We can wing beat him. Question is, where are you in speed? Here. Wrong ego. Do we want to try setting anything up on you? That's the question, though. If you've got the fragile sinking, I'd like a little bit of bleed, so what do we... Dotting? Don't know if the sinking is worth it. We can try it, though, right? Try this, and everyone else just go for the other guy. Because the play is... Or we'd probably do this instead. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so we're rhyme shading for the sinking. We're doing this for a little bit of bleed. Oh, that doesn't have bleed. That's right, I forgot about that. I remember that that was a thing when I was doing a bit a while back. Okay, that's gonna need to be what hits, unfortunately. Hopefully we probably are gonna do too much damage here. It's got 5 fragile, it doesn't take too much to break this guy. Yeah, we're probably doing a little too much here, but that's fine. It happens. Okay, this is blunt resist though, so only 40 damage from the rhyme shank. Now your sinking is pretty nicely set up. Dotting for a little bit of bleed. And now wing beat. Tails on the first coin, that's fine. It doesn't matter if the first coin. I mean, it matters the roll we keep on getting, but... 5 coins! That's pretty good. I think it also... Yeah, that was a head, so it was at least 6. But it killed, so we didn't get to see it. Okay, so that's effectively a 6-coin wing beat. Only 5 went through, but 6 would have gone through if it wasn't for the enemy being too frail. So that's pretty good, and there was a lot of SP healing stuff going on there. So that worked pretty well. If we can just get a tankier enemy. Or really just a boss that doesn't have a second phase where it wipes itself with everything it has, and therefore prevents you from really setting up anything too well. A boss like that would be cool. Okay, one OBS moment later, we're back. And like I was saying, Thorny Path, probably the better choice. This is more debuff though, especially if you upgrade it. The singing is a little bit more of an issue. I mean, we just saw the bleed can be a bit of an issue there. You know what, let's take away Gossipium simply because we can upgrade it plus to get more debuffs going potentially. And let's take a random yoga because we don't need bleed stuff in particular. Okay, that's fine. Now we should probably go for singing stuff. Fragment of Decay is actually really good for us. And these bosses could work well. Golden Apple's a little bit of a nuisance, but not that much. Its first phase is pretty nothing compared to its second phase. So actually, yeah, Sloth Weak Floor, not a bad option. We can get this brought to ++. Nice. Upgrade Carmilla to make normal fights faster. Sure. Okay, we press on. Should be pretty good. I do believe that's Steam Transfer Machine, which is actually really good for us, I want to say. Because Steam Transfer Machine is definitely not dying prematurely. We might in fact be able to get multiple attempts off because of how much HP it has. Multiple wing beats off. Guess we'll see. How are we doing on resources? Still pretty good, yeah. We'll keep on focusing on the stuff we actively want, though. Like, this is the perfect turn in terms of sin affinities, because, you know, 3 gluttony, 2 pride, 1 lust, exactly enough to fuel a wing beat with this one turn alone. And that's before factoring the fact that we have, you know, like, stuff like Blue Zippo Lighter, just giving us more gloom and other resources each turn. We've got Child Within a Flask giving us a bunch of resources at the start of each fight. Just good stuff all in all. Just you two left. Simple enough. Just do a little bit of this, and they should just both go down pretty easily. Pierce, resist, but that can only help you so much. Yeah, I guess the whole unstaggering enemies thing with Red Gossipium is making normal fights take a little longer, but like I think Carmilla's probably counterbalancing it, right? It's not the biggest deal. Blunt week. It's Blunt week. It's the week of Blunt. Okay, cool. Okay. Sure thing. Took a second for me to realize I didn't pay attention to my choices whatsoever, but I also figured, you know, good enough. It works. Artwork inspection. Just to kill that guy. Nice. I think that's what we would call a failing grade. Lenticular swirled. Pair to collect, let us. More jokes like that. Crushed, ready. Nice, and we just get some events and then we can fight Steam Transfer Machine. Actually, for once, pretty glad to get Steam Transfer Machine. We're kind of looking for tankier enemies, so could be a good time. We'll just take Backstabber. I never forget its name, I just call it Backstabber, like the Isaac item. Deceptive Accord, yeah, cool. Similar enough to a Backstabber in, like, theming. More Tremor, that's good. In case enemies, like, run out of Tremor somehow, like, because of Dawn or something. We're using enough Gluttony stuff that it should be pretty... Actually, it's every time we hit with a Gluttony attack, we get more... Right? So just logically speaking, Yeah, we could get a lot of tremor off with this and wing beat. Okay, this is actually a good first turn start, I think. Because we can get some bleed going, we can get some sinking going. Oh yeah, we want to corrode this. That's right. We'll spam Awakening soon, though. We go all on the body. Yeah, some people are getting hit a little bit, but I'm not that concerned. You'll live. If we do this, will your SP be the least, though? Actually, it's a good question. Wrong passives. Would I have the least SP on turn start? I think it's based on turn start, right? So because you are the first in slot, so therefore you're technically considered least SP for the sake of that. You're what gets hit by these for this turn? I think, because it worked last time. Yeah, it worked last time. So it'll probably work this time. Logically. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do this for the bit. See how this goes. We get the bleed. We get the sinking. And Ishmael should still get all of her funny benefits. And she was the one first in slot. Yeah, looks like it. Don't quite stagger you now, but that's fine. And let's see how this goes. 7-coin wing beat, 750 damage, 52 roll. There we go. That's what you love to see. And first turn, no less. Like, immediately. Unfortunately, it being first turn kind of hurts us, because it means your resistances are changing now. But that's fine. You have so much bleed that you're going to die by just getting clashed against. So yeah, we win those. And you're at 40 sanity already, so like you're basically set. Without needing to do like anything. Just clash this guy and he bleeds to death. That's all we need to do. No need to worry about anything else. I was considering doing defensive stuff to, you know, let Rio shoot or Rodion clash because she's the one who needs the sanity a little bit right now. But it doesn't matter too much. That's the power of Wing Beat when you build around it. Fragmented Decay, so now we can just use Awakening on Rodion. I'll take the cost, yeah. Gotta go for the random bleed gift, but we don't really need it. Okay, what's the best final boss for us? Definitely not Time Ripper. Those two could be funny. I think that's the best bet. Ichthys or, Lepo. And it's Ichthys, who we just gotta do on one of your arms, and that should work, right? I think so. Poised randomly with Gloom. Let's think about this. Because who's got Gloom here? Because I know you do. Is it only you two, though? Because if so, we get Pendant's Altar ++. We can get some poise rolling on Ishmael. Maybe get some crits going. Is that insane? I think so, but like... it could work. Get Gregor another skill 3, might as well. We don't really have much else going on the poise front. Yeah. Kind of an insane idea. One that could work. Okay, more damage with Contract. Don't mind if I do. Fragile Gaming. But yeah, we can get Pendant to give Ishmael some poise to be able to get crits going. Okay, I guess I should check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just those two that have Gloom. So currently it's a 50-50 which of them gets Pendant, but we upgrade this and it hits 2 allies with Gloom, so it's always going to be you two. Which would work. It sure would work. Sure, roll this. Seems good. Oh, we should have had you clash. Well, that's fine. You were still getting a stupid amount of SP healing thanks to the desawing passive. Just a really nice passive in general. even when not doing wing beat stuff, like being able to get so much SP healing just from one sided attacks potentially, it's super good. Okay, looking good. Dotting, do some good damage. Not that great damage, but you know, it's something. You can do that on you. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And that should work. Okay. You die to bleed. Good stuff. You probably just get killed here, right? You're weak to gluttony. Nice. I don't know if you die. You might. You probably do. Yeah, you're going to be taking a bunch of damage and not quite dead. Well, that's fine. These two are instantly bleeding to death. Yeah. Oops. Oh, you're not instantly bleeding to death because you're evading this turn. Well, that's rude. Well, we do that then. Top guy. Oh, no, that's... I misread top guy's HP entirely. I thought top guy had 20 HP left, but no, that was a 120. Okay. Well then, whoops. Well, you still bleed to death now. Oh no, you don't, because you don't have bleed now, because you only had one count, because it was thanks to Gossip EM, not because of anything else for bleed. Yeah, a little bit of a misplay E-type fight for me, but... It occurs. Okay, Taikyu, you guys are all weak to Pierce, which means easy pickings for a team like this. Cool, we countered a little bit onto Rodion, but not really much of anything. This guy bleeds to death. This guy almost bleeds to death. He's gonna die after the bleed. You almost bleed to death. You're relatively fine, but you're getting Nightmare Hunted, which should do plenty. First coin might stagger. Second coin staggers. Well, still kills. It kills even with that, right? Okay, that guy's dead. That guy's still alive, but now is dead. Yeah. Taikyu are always nice to see, because you know they're gonna be quite a pushover. More fighting. Could be more Taikyu? No. It was a blunt beak, not a pierce beak. I didn't actually look at the resistances. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you guys are also fairly pushovery. We've got some decent blunt. Not a lot. You guys are at least neutral pierce. Yeah, I know you resist lust, so or the fact that we've got some fairly strong lust attacks on this team is a little unfortunate, but it's only like what, like a 0.7 to lust or something like that. Like, it's not a super big lust resist. It might be 0.8 actually. I don't remember what it is. What is it? No, you're not even resistant to lust. It's the other ones that are resistant to lust. Oh, yeah, you resist wrath. Yeah, okay. Never mind then. Just completely misremembering. Silly me. It happens. I just remember that these guys are weak to blunt and gloom because basically every gloom ego is blunt, barring a few exceptions. But like most gloom egos are blunt to like a comical degree. This is gonna be pallid mermaids, like the blue ones, I think, right? Yeah. Which is pretty easy for us to deal with, so I'm fine with choosing this path. We're looking pretty good on, I mean, basically everything. Any last moment things we want? If we can get Compass, we might not need to Rhyme Shank. That could be nice. Still might be nice, but as long as the enemy has, like, a little bit of sinking. We might do some singing rerolls then. We want to upgrade EU gifts. What do we want to upgrade? think there's oh yeah, pendant, right? For more poise. Could always try getting more poise stuff. I think at this point it's unlikely to happen. If we get nebulizer and get it to ++, we can trigger that pretty easily though. We've got a lot of pride on this team. It's one of the sins we were building around. Sticky muck for, you know, gluttony inflicting defense level down. That sounds a little convenient for us. More damage to staggered enemies seems a little convenient for us. What do we want? A lot of potential options. Down porch. I don't know, kind of late for coffee and cranes. Compass, cool. We'll take that. Reroll again. No nebulizer, that's fine. We can sell some of this stuff at this point. And then get some upgrading in. That's probably good enough. One more refresh for good luck. Nothing. Okay, cool. Well, like I said before, we'll upgrade Pendant at least for a little bit of poise. Not a lot. Really not a lot, but it's a funny idea, so I'm rolling with it. Broken Compass for more sinking. Can't get it to ++, that's fine. More damage to staggered enemies is funny. And just finish things off with more bleed, I guess. Make sure that goes. Okay, fish time. You really see fish, because of how often you'd see fish in Mirror Dungeons 1 through 3, like, it feels so weird how infrequently you see it in Mirror Dungeon 4, right? Which one is the most sinking of the legs? Right leg is none, left leg has 5. Okay. We're going all on the left leg, I think, then. Okay, you can get the bleed going in. Is this left leg? Yes, okay, cool. Bleed going in. Don't have enough sinking. Yeah. Not really a way around. Oh well. We'll roll with this. Otherwise, anyone going for... I'll just go all in on this part. We're gonna get thwacked a bunch, probably, but I can live with that. You clash for fun. Yeah, we get the bleed at least, and that's the important part. Because that's what really changes. Tails on the first one. That's fine. Okay, 5 coins. That's pretty good. Nothing insane, but... Oh, we should have Rhyme Shank. That's right, just to get the sinking going. Yeah. That's fine. Didn't think that through fully. That's okay. This arm is, very weak right now. That's for sure. And we're getting hit a bunch. Ishmael's not getting hit, though, so we're fine with anything, really. We just want Ishmael to survive. How's she doing on SP? She's probably doing decently on SP. Decent enough to just send it back, probably. It's a little low. Part of the fun, though. And we'll actually remember to Rhyme Shake now. Sure, send it. Okay, a little bit of SP gain from that. You're really not a lot of SP, and the target doesn't have enough sinking to get the full benefit from Faust. That was a 7 coin, though. The final coin was a Tails, but that was still a 7 coin. So yeah, certainly was something. Get the funny sinking going. Yeah, cool. Ishmael's getting hit a little bit here. Headless Ichthys is probably going to die, though. Because there's you can take some bleed from this. Oh, you're not quite dead. Really close, though, but the left arm's not attacking at all. We can get one more wing beat in, I guess. Definitely feels really unnecessary. But that's part of the fun, of course. This theoretically would probably be a really good wing beat if it wasn't for the fact that, well, the enemy's gonna die basically instantly. Yeah. It's for the style points at the end of the day. Which, I mean, that's to be expected. That's true for most Mirror Dungeon runs. Usually, you can just run any team and you'll probably be able to win without too much hassle. It's all about just going for as overkill as you can. Yeah, a Wing Beat, really strong with those support passives and a little bit of build around. You could reasonably get away with only the bleed passive, probably only Ring Sang's passive. That's the most important one, because that's like 18 SP healing, which is really good. Faust's, I mean, Faust is good too. How much is our healing? Effectively, 5 Sing counts a little hard, but like 3 SP, it's a 12 SP heal. It's a little bit harder because you need to have, 5 plus sinking and 4 count for it to really work, but it could happen. Anyways, daily pull time. Let's see what we get today. It's been a while since I've gotten a random 3-star. Would be funny to see one, but also, like, it would just be 50 shards, so, like, I'm not that concerned. But who knows, maybe you'll get something funny from this banner. No, 9 shard kind of day. That works. Yeah, all the other multi-coin Egos are pretty much nothing compared to the stupidity of Wingbeat, potentially. I don't know how good Wingbeat is in actual, like, dangerous situations. It's very luck-based. Most of the time, it's not going to do insane for you, but if you put a little bit of effort and build around it, it can do a lot of damage. At the same time, though, if you're trying to get, like, 700 damage attacks off, you can just run a charge ID. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!